Harry was in Toronto, right? Because he was a speaker, and the UK media was not allowed. I mean, it's a private event, so the media was not allowed. And I wish that Harry would do more events like that in Meghan as well, so that the UK media especially can go cry more. So remember, before even went there, they started saying how he wants to upstage William, how no one is gonna show up, how he's now a prince for hire, because they're just pissed that Harry can make a living out of talking to people. And I hope they're paying him very well. If they're paying that man, they better be paying him very well, because that man is out working. And of course, the people are gonna pay to listen to the people's prince talk. Yeah. If you cannot, get out of here. That means you do not want to, and it's fine. That's your opinion. Let those ones who want to go listen to Prince Harry talk. So one thing I liked is how there's a media blackout. The UK media did not have access. Fantastic. But we have some people who were there and they happened to share what happened, how they interacted with Harry. They gave us a bit of glimpses. I'm going to insert some tiny pictures of people who were there who managed to snap one or two things. But the one thing that's so fascinating is how this pathetic, disgusting royal expert, right, decided, let me just show you. This pathetic royal expert decided, you know what? I have something that I can do as well. Like I want to take a picture of Harry, the one they call irrelevant. They chase him to Toronto to get a snippet of him, a picture of him. Yeah, they say this event is boring, but you bought a ticket to go to watch the irrelevant one. Imagine spending all that money to go watch someone you claim is irrelevant. So this is what this disgusting witch said. Inside Prince Harry's event where no photos were allowed. And what happened when I dared to pull out my camera? Laura Collins. So first and foremost, that is so disrespectful. Like, if they've said that no cameras allowed, there's no media allowed, kindly adhere to the rules. It's that simple. Because if it was William, they will not be pulling such stunts. But because it's Harry, they don't care. They feel like they can go above anyone just to get to Harry. And that's why I've seen a lot of people say, hey, I think it's time that Harry just usually blacks out the UK media. Like, don't give them, don't let them have access to you. Because when he does that, they are seeing things, they are pissed. From the get-go, it's a private event. There's a business, investors, wherever. They don't want media there for the right reasons. Imagine if the UK media was there. Because at the end of the day, how is the UK media going to help them? They're just going to be trash-talking Harry, mocking Harry. If it was another outlet, they're like, okay, maybe they want to teach more. They want people to get more insight on what was happening in business, investing, whatever. But it's the UK media, there's nothing they're going to do. So I was happy that they were locked out. Like, they were told, hey, no. And then you have this clown attempt to take a picture. Obviously, she was shut down. The article is behind a paywall. What we not going to do is read it. But I've seen, based on the comments, people are like, how dare you? That was rude. Like, please, if there are rules about something, just respect and follow them. That's all you gotta do. Because if this was William and the media was not allowed, they'll not be doing or pulling up such stunts. Again, like I mentioned, an irrelevant person, yet she bought a ticket, went all the way to Canada to try get a picture of Harry, and it backfired. Yeah, I would love to be that irrelevant as well. But one thing I also like is how there's someone who was there who narrated how the entire thing went. So she said, her name is Tiller, and she said, still buzzing from today's Aurea Powerhouse conference where the keynote speaker was Prince Harry. Yes, that Prince Harry. His message hit hard. Take care of your own mental health first so you can show up with real energy and capacity for the people who need you. Simple, powerful, and exactly what we all needed to hear. Sadly and totally understandably, there was a full media blackout, so no photos from the event. But don't worry, I did manage to get my very own Prince Harry's photo up. Insert extremely convincing, official, completely real Prince Harry pic here. This is so amazing. Super, super amazing. And then Aurea says, we're thrilled to announce the Powerhouse 2025 headliner, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, a globally recognized humanitarian. Prince Harry brings a powerful message of service and leadership to the Powerhouse stage. Join us December 1st. Yeah, that was what they were saying. And there was someone else also who had a very amazing interaction. Let me pull that person. Said wonderful things about the interaction that he had with Harry. This is what he said. Mike says, I had a great day at the Powerhouse conference event hosted by Aurea. We had an amazing day engaging with the various panels, and my highlight was Prince Harry's interview, which sadly we were not able to photograph. Thankfully, I was able to be invited to have some private pictures with him that I should receive in a few days. I was able to have a nice chat with Prince Harry, including telling him that my wife, Sally Roberts Kennedy, is British and still has a British passport. He thought that was awesome, but he recommended she also get her Canadian passport. All in all, I thought he was a really nice guy. Again, these are people who've met the one and only Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. They always have amazing things to say. But these clowns who do not know Harry, they've never met Harry, they will tell you how he's irrelevant, no one wants to show up. Oh, they even tried to fake that there are only 200 people in attendance, when in real sense there are more than 400 people in attendance. So yeah, and the way they keep mocking Harry for making these speeches, in fact, let's say he's being paid for them, people are like, well, can Bullion be paid to make a speech? Who's gonna pay Bullion to listen to? Who's gonna pay to listen to whatever bullshit Bullion is spewing? Oh, leave Bullion alone. Who's gonna pay to listen to Mumbles speak? Who's gonna pay to listen to Mumble? Sorry. Who's gonna pay to listen to mumbling? But you know, there are two people I know that people will literally pay anything to go see them and hear them speak because they're just amazing at what they do. That's the one and only Harry and Meghan. So there are lanes to this game. There are lanes to this game. They're literally lanes. So you have one clown who shows up, tries to take a picture for someone who they claim is irrelevant, and then goes to write an article how, ranting like, oh, I was not allowed. It's so exciting every time to see these people in a meltdown, especially when it has something to do with Harry and Meghan winning in life. To see them in a meltdown that they are winning, I'm like, you need help. Why are you pissed? Why are you mad that someone is really killing it in life? Someone is happy in life. Why are you mad about that? Let me understand, because it does not make sense. If someone is doing really well, I should be cheering them on, because I know my turn is gonna be, I'm gonna be next, right? Even if it will take a while. But the fact that they hate seeing Harry and Meghan win, that's how God continues to uplift this too. Because he knows that enemies somewhere who wants to see them fall, and God is like, no, you're not about to touch my favorite people. Hell no. You need help if you are constantly on social media attacking people you've never met, people you don't know, because you're being manipulated by the media. And somehow, do you feel good after attacking them? After writing those pathetic messages, do you look in the mirror like, oh, I did good by trashing Harry and Meghan? No, I did good. Like, do you think that's rewarding? Because what, you hate Harry and Meghan? And for what? Because a majority of these people, if you ask them, why do you hate Harry and Meghan? They'll just tell you that whatever the nonsense the UK media has been, filling them with. There's no legit reason why they hate Harry and Meghan. It's just because it's easy to hate on Harry and Meghan. It's just, Anyway, let me show you some of the comments that I was able to collect based on that. Let me show you some of the comments, because people are like, no, this is not it. No. So Kevin says, I thought he was irrelevant. Yeah, this is in response to that Daily Fail witch who tried to take a picture of Harry. Plus says, I hope Harry made some big bucks. Ching, you rats are just squirrels trying to get a nut. Lady says, why would you go just to break the rules? I really don't get it. You wouldn't do this if it was William. True. Push says, see you in court next month. #Daily Fail. Mouse, Daily Mail bought a ticket, just like they buy a jam and watch the TV shows and fly to Montecito to hang around hoping for a glimpse. Obsession is not just a fragrance by Calvin Klein. Oh, I like that one. Like that one, Mouse. Ab says, from what the lady said, I gather the organizers wanted the event exclusive and private because unfortunately, media isn't always helpful. Makes sense to me. Marjorie says, I'm glad there was a blackout. That means media parasite, they know who they are, will not be able to pick through every word, enunciation, and gesture. R says he did not want the media in a business high-level event. Simple. Queen, pretty sure Willie was pissed about that as he did some work on that day in anticipation of Harry stealing the limelight. If he'd known, he wouldn't have bothered getting out of bed. Molly says, someone was saying a week ago, what does he know about that? Well, just read what was thought about Harry's speech. Harry is fabulous no matter what he tackles. You ignorant trollers need to catch yourselves on. We are on the side of the good ones. Absolutely. So my loves, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching. I love you dearly. Remember to stream Megan with Love Megan, the Christmas edition on Netflix. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.